Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something, well, pretty new and buzzing. Vibe coding.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Andre Karpathy coined the term back in February, right? And it's already in Merriam-Webster. That's fast.
Super fast. It's this idea of using natural language, basically just telling an AI what code you want written.
Exactly. We've been looking at a bunch of sources. There's a YouTube video comparing 7 different AI coding tools, a couple of DEV community articles listing like 10 or even 25 tools.
Wow. So it's not just one thing, there's a whole ecosystem popping up.
Definitely. And our mission today is to kind of unpack what vibe coding actually is, look at the upsides, but also, the criticisms.
Okay, so vibe coding, Karpathy's description was quite something. Didn't he say it's not really coding?
Yeah. He said something like, I just see things, say things, run things, and copy-paste things, and it mostly works.
Mostly works. That sounds casual.
Well, yeah, and that's part of the appeal, or the claim anyway. That maybe even amateur programmers or people with no coding background at all can actually produce software this way.
Like Kevin Roos building that Lunchbox Buddy app, just describing it.
Exactly like that. Personalized tools built just by, talking to the machine. It's a big shift.
So these tools, that YouTube video you mentioned broke them down.
Yeah, into sort of 2 main groups. Group A, they called it, included tools like Cursor and GitHub Copilot. These seem aimed more at people who already have some basic coding knowledge.
Okay, so they help you code, but you still need to understand what's happening.
Kind of. They give you more control over the tech stack, You can still work with familiar things like React or Python if you want.
Gotcha. And Group B?
Those were tools like Lovable, Data Button. They often come with built-in integrations. Think things like payments with Stripe, user logins with Firebase, maybe databases like Supabase.
Ah, so they bundle common features to speed things up.
Precisely. Makes building common web app features potentially much faster. But the flip side is maybe less flexibility. Like, a tool might only work with React and Python, for example. You might be locked in.
Right, trade-offs. Speed versus control. It's interesting, though. Some tools like Lovable apparently integrate with others, like Cursor, so maybe you can ramp up.
Yeah, that seems to be emerging. And look, it's not just hobbyists. Y Combinator, they reported like 25% of their latest startup batch, winter 2025, built their stuff mostly with AI-generated code.
A quarter. That's significant. It's really taken hold.
It shows real momentum. But there are definitely criticisms and challenges we need to talk about.
Okay, like what? Accountability seems like a big one.
Absolutely. The Wikipedia article on AI-assisted programming brings that up. If you didn't write the code, who's really responsible when it breaks? Or worse, if it has security flaws?
And can you even fix it if you don't truly understand how the AI put it together?
That's the core concern. Potential for hidden errors, bugs, security holes, especially if the developer is just kind of vibe checking the output.
Yeah. I saw that Ars Technica piece too, where an AI apparently refused to code and told the user to go learn programming first.
I know, right? It's kind of ironic. But it really highlights that worry you see in places like the DEV community forums developers, especially junior ones, maybe relying too much on AI without grasping the fundamentals.
Someone joked about vibe-built airplanes, which is funny, but also kind of scary.
It definitely paints a picture, and the Wikipedia page does list specific security risks like insufficient rate limiting, missing access controls, stuff that needs careful handling.
So definitely not magic. What are the more balanced perspectives? Can it be useful?
For sure. iSpectrum talked to engineers who see it as a good tool for learning. Getting up to speed with a new programming language or framework faster.
Okay, so like a learning accelerator.
Yeah. And Karpathy himself said it's not too bad for throwaway weekend projects, but he also admitted it wasn't great for fixing tricky bugs.
Which is exactly what Simon Willison warned about in Ars Technica, right?
Yeah.
For professional long-term projects, you need that deep understanding. You can't just vibe your way through complex systems.
Exactly. It feels like the conversation is shifting towards using AI as maybe a collaborator, a powerful assistant perhaps, but not a total replacement for understanding.
Right, a partner in the process.
Yeah. So wrapping this up, vibe coding is clearly here. It uses natural language to generate code. There's a growing number of tools, but also real debate about what it means for software quality, security, and developer skills.
Which leaves a big question for you, the listener, doesn't it? As AI gets deeper into coding, what skills are truly essential? How do you balance the convenience of just vibing with the need for solid foundational knowledge?
That's the million-dollar question. Maybe trying out some of these tools, seeing how they work for you, and keeping an eye on this discussion is the way forward.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for diving deep with us today.